三宝
Be 3 treasures for new Tao receivers.
他人的一生中有许多值得庆贺的事情，但却有更多无价且必须要全力以赴来追求的东西。
There are many things in life worth celebrating. However, there are even more priceless things worth pursuing with all our efforts.
2500多年前，当释迦牟尼佛仍是王子时，亲眼目睹了人世间之生老病死。他告诉自己，一定要找到一条永恒之路。于是他放弃了王位及荣华富贵，四处去找寻名师及永久解脱的法门。后来燃灯古佛为他受记，最后他修成了正果，也留下了许多的经典，引导众生开悟正果。
About 2,500 years ago, when Sakyamuni Buddha was still a prince, he witnessed the 4 sufferings of life: birth, old age, sickness and death. He told himself, "I've got to find the way that leads to eternity." Thus, he gave up his throne and fortune in search for an enlightening master and a way to eternal liberation. Later, he was initiated by Daitamkara Buddha and eventually reached Buddhahood. Sakyamuni Buddha's teachings were collected by his disciples as sutras. The large collection of sutras has continued to guide sentient beings even till this day.
在一般人的思维里，极有价值、罕有又很不容易得到的东西，而且是人类所一直在追求的，我们才会称之为宝。今天您在上天的恩典及诸佛菩萨的祝福下求了道，得了3宝。这道就是当初佛陀及古往今来的修行者、宗教家倾毕生之力所追寻的永恒之路。过去因为天时未至，道是单传独授，得道者稀，修行者常有，踏破铁鞋无觅处之憾。如今上天慈悲大开普渡，得道者众，求道者可说是得来全不费功夫。虽然得道容易，也是自己累世佛缘根基深厚，祖上有德所致。所以当您求完道时，大家都给您道喜。
Generally, we call a precious, valuable, and rare item which is highly sought after as a treasure. Today, because of the grace of heaven and the blessings from all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, you have received Tao and the 3 treasures. Tao is the way to eternity that Sakyamuni Buddha, countless cultivators, and religious people had been searching all their lives. Before 1930, Tao was transmitted on a 1-to-1 basis. An enlightening master could only transmit Tao to a one qualified individual because the timing for universal Tao transmission was not ripe. The number of people receiving Tao were scarce due to the lack of opportunity to meet with an enlightening master and receive Tao. What a pity! Because of the grace of heaven, now is the time for universal Tao transmission, and therefore, many people had the opportunity to receive Tao. Although it may seem relatively easy to receive Tao, receiving Tao is actually based on your affinity with Buddhas, your deep spiritual foundation, and the beneficence of your ancestors. Thus, after you had received Tao, everybody would express their heartfelt joy and congratulate you.
依照三宝来修行的话，可以帮助我们：第一，跳脱生死轮回；第二，净化我们的业力，改变命运；最后返回天上的不家乡。
Practicing these three treasures can truly help us in the following ways. 1. Transcending the cycle of life and death. 2. Cleansing our karma, changing our destiny, and eventually returning to our heavenly home.
一般的人由于业力的牵引，不得不再度来到这个世界上，每来一次就会造些业，漫漫的人生路上，总是有着诸多的不如意、抱怨、忧愁、烦恼、病痛等。面对命运的枷锁与生死的轮回，却不知所措，更无法跳脱出来，实属无奈。
Because most people as destiny are led by their karma, they have to go through the cycle of life and death repeatedly without choice. Each cycle of life and death would accumulate some karma, good and bad. Therefore, their long journey of life would be filled with different kinds of complaints, worries, annoyances, sickness, and sufferings. Life's journey is never what we expected. Most people are imprisoned by fate and trapped in the cycle of life and death. They feel helpless because they failed to find a way to become liberated.
我们人的身体只是灵性暂时居住的房子，当生命旅程结束时，灵性会脱离身体，进入另外一个世界，而求道时得到的三宝就是回天的凭证。这也是人生中最重要的一件事。以下是像是需要您放在心上的意：不要忘记三宝，也不可以泄露三宝。二不反倒败德，三多了愿，多行功立德，如此我们才可以回天上的不家乡。
Our physical body is a temporary home for our soul. When the journey of our life comes to an end, our soul will leave the body and enter another world. The three treasures you have received are the token for returning to the heavenly home. They are the most important things in our lives. The following are the three main points that you need to keep in mind. 1. Do not forget and disclose the three treasures. 2. Do not do anything illegal, immoral, or harmful to yourself and others. 3. Do as much as you can to fulfill your vows and accumulate merits and virtues. By following these 3 points, you will be able to return to the heavenly home.
现在，让我们来简单地介绍一下三宝。
Now, Let us briefly introduce the three treasures.
第一宝，玄关窍，灵性进出的门户。
The first treasure, heavenly portal, the main gate to our true nature/true self.
在庄严神圣的求告仪式中，电传师在我们的玄关窍这么一点，点燃了自信之光明。当下玄关窍立刻现出了如同绿豆大小般之佛光。我们可以看一下各宗教圣人的画像，每位圣人之头部都有一个光圈，此光乃是自信之光。借着后续的修行及行功立德，此佛光会逐渐扩大，最后就像各教圣人的光圈一样地光亮圆满，展现出来的智慧及德行，随着因缘愿力而四处利益众生。
During the solemn and holy Tao receiving ceremony, Tao transmitting Master pointed our heavenly portal to illuminate the light of our true nature. A small halo will radiate from the heavenly portal immediately afterwards. If we look at the portraits of the saints from different religions, we will see that they all had one thing in common, which is the halo behind each saint's head. The halo is the light emitted from the true nature. The halo will expand in accordance with our cultivation and accumulation of merits and virtues. Eventually, our halos can be as round and bright as the halos of the saints. Then, the wisdom and virtue we exhibit will accompany our vows and affinities to benefit all mankind.
玄关是一个正门，也是修心的下手处。行住坐卧之中，常收束身心，从玄关发出之念头，都是正念、慈悲心、喜舍心、智慧心。心提心念在玄关，再用玄关去听、去看、去应对一切事物，便能与佛菩萨以心应心。
Heavenly portal is the main gate of our body. It is also the starting point for us to cultivate our heart. Every day we need to manage our mind and body properly. Each and every thought from the main gate is righteous because it is full of mercy, compassion, joy, giving, and wisdom. Focus our mind slightly on the heavenly portal and use this focused attention to listen, look, and deal with everyday matters. Then, we can unify our heart with the heart of Buddha and Bodhisattvas.
我们求道，是了解我们有的真主人。真主人也是住在我们的家里面，每间房子都会有主人的房间，主人有主人该睡的地方，客人有客人该睡的地方，这不能错乱的。
Receiving Tao is to help us recognize the true master. Our body is like a house. Now, we know that this true master lives in our house. Every house has a master bedroom. The master bedroom is the room where the master sleeps in. Guests have to sleep in the guest rooms because only the master should sleep in the master bedroom. This arrangement should not be altered in any way.
各教经典也有关于玄关窍之论述。子曰：谁能出不由户和莫由私道也？每个人要走出房子，都要经由门户。个肉体犹如火宅，修行者欲跳脱此火宅之束缚，何不走这一条光明大道呢？
The classics, sutras, and scriptures of different religions all contain descriptions of the heavenly portal. Confucius said, "Who can go out without using the door, so why doesn't anybody follow the way? Now everyone gets out of the house through the door. The physical body is like a burning house. A cultivator needs to take the correct and bright path in order to break free from the confinement of the burning house."
圣经里也提到
Testimonies of the heavenly portal can also be found in the Holy Bible.
眼睛就是身上的灯，
The light of the body is the eye.
你的眼睛若了亮，全身就光明；你的眼睛若昏花，全身就黑暗。你里头的光若黑暗了，那黑暗是何等大呢？
The lamp of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
马太福音
Matthew 6:22 But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is the darkness?
马太福音
Matthew 6:23 The lamp of thy body is thine eye. When thine eye is single, thy whole body also is full of light. But when it is evil, thy body also is full of darkness.
路加福音
Luke 11:34
你只有一只眼进入永生，强如有两只眼被丢在地狱的火里点。
It is good for thee, you, to enter into a life with one eye, rather than having two eyes to be cast into the hell of fire.
马太福音
Matthew 18:9
试问是用左眼还是右眼上天堂进入永生呢？肉眼早晚会毁坏的，如何使人上天堂呢？
After reading the above verses, some questions may arise. For example, should we enter heaven and attain eternal life through the left eye or right eye, since the eyes of this physical body will deteriorate one day? How can they help us return to heaven?
玄关窍已被点开后，好好地修持，久而久之，身体内外真的会光明，连毛细孔都会发出光来。尤其是真修持练得到清闲，只是我们的肉眼看不到而已。点
Once the heavenly portal is opened, if we cultivate Tao sincerely for some period of time, then both our internal and external body parts, including our pores, will be luminous. This is true for Tao members who have cultivated sincerely and truthfully. However, the light or halo emitted from the body cannot be seen with the naked eye.
佛经也提及，无有正法掩藏，涅盘妙心，不立文字，教外别传点是问， 佛陀所言之正法是藏在左眼或右眼呢，或是第三之真理眼求获到的人就很清楚答案了。
In the Buddhist Sutra, Sakyamuni Buddha also said, "There is the true Dharma in my eye, there is no form, there is no word for it. So where is the true Dharma hidden? Is it hidden inside the left eye or right eye, or is this Dharma hidden inside the third eye, the eye of the truth?" The answer is very clear for any Tao receiver.
儒家所说的君子圣其独也，指的也是我们的自性佛性，是独一无二的，来自上天，要善加戒慎保护，莫让它受到污染。慎独的功夫，简单的说，就是存好心，说好话，做好事，以及诸恶莫作，众善奉行，精进永恒地向导前进。
In the Confucian classics, a noble person needs to be cautious with the One. The One is referring to our true nature or true self, which is unique and came from heaven. We need to be cautious by protecting it from pollution. In other words, we need to keep a good heart, say good words, and do good things. We need to do all good deeds continuously with all our efforts.
一个人若平日能够时常守玄，祥和之气自然会引发善因缘的发生。佛像尚未开光，佛没有被请入，拜他是没用的，那一尊佛不会接受。你本身就是一尊佛，要开光，要求道，求道就是开光，告知你真主人在哪里。
If a person can keep his mind focused on the heavenly portal constantly, then the peaceful energy emitted from him may attract or accumulate good affinities. A Buddha statue needs to be initiated so the spirit of the Buddha will be invited into the statue. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how often you worship the Buddha, he will not accept your worship. You, yourself, is a Buddha. Therefore, you need to be initiated by opening up the heavenly portal. How can the heavenly portal be opened? It can only be opened through the Tao receiving ceremony. Receiving Tao helps us to rediscover the location of our true master.
我们平常时候精神是外放，眼要看，耳要听，吃进去的营养也一直在消耗。守玄有助于减少营养与能量的消耗，同时让更多营养转为能量，运行于身体，让脉络畅通，减少病痛，促进身体健康。
Every day a lot of our energies and spirits are wasted on the things we see with eyes, we hear with our ears, we think with our mind, etc. Thus, the nutrition for our bodies is constantly being used. When we calm down and focus on the heavenly portal, it helps to lower the energy and nutrition consumption of our bodies. At the same time, it helps to turn more nutrition into energy, transport the energy throughout the entire body, and make the energy channels freer so that the energy can flow with less obstruction. If energy can flow freely, then we would not get sick so easily. As a result, our health would improve.
第二宝，口诀五字真言。
The second treasure, heavenly mantra, the 5 words.
念五字真言，不是外求净土，而是内生净土。口诀又名五字真言，口之修养也。口轻而诱人，骂人则口不轻，实着者口不轻，言实以正，有道也。
Reciting the heavenly mantra silently will lead us to the inner Pure Land within ourselves instead of the Pure Land on the outside. The heavenly mantra is also called the 5 words. It is used for the cultivation of the mouth. Benevolence is expressed through a pure mouth. If one curses and consumes impure food, then his mouth is considered to be foul. Therefore, if you say good words and consume pure food, then you can become one with Tao.
第一个字，无即无对待之真理世界一性佛性自性。真我二儒家中庸之天命之谓性，也就是说，我们都是老母的分灵，都是兄弟姐妹。
The first word means Luji. It is the world of absolute truth with no opposites. It can be explained as 1. Our true nature, Buddha nature, true self. 2. In the doctrine of the mean, what heaven or heavenly matter confers is called true nature. In other words, our spirits came from heavenly matter. In this sense, we all are brothers and sisters because our spirits all came from the same origin.
第二个字，太极有阴阳相对待。诸如日也、善恶、高矮等，也可以理解成一人心二儒家之率性之谓道人们的心思是错综复杂且迷惑的，因此需要依循着上天所赋予之纯善的天性走在正道上。
The second word means Taiji. It is the world of duality. Duality consists of having 2 opposites such as the sun and moon, day and night, good and bad, tall and short, etc. It can be explained as 1. Our mind. 3. In the doctrine of the mean, in accordance with true nature is called the way Tao. The human mind is complex and often filled with confusions. Therefore, we need to follow the true nature from heaven and take the righteous path.
第三个字，黄极物质的现象世界，它不是永恒不变的。也可以理解成一人身二儒家中庸之修道之谓教。
The third word means Wanji. It is the world of physicality which is the one we live in. Nothing in this world is permanent. It can be explained as 1. Our physical body. 2. In the doctrine of the mean, cultivating the way Tao is called education.
要走在正道上，是需要有正确的教育与引导的点。
In order to be on the righteous path, we need to have the correct education and guidance.
庆心身是一贯的，庆在心思万系，生命万能，兴趣心思尽失，生命不动，一句此诗而已。
Our true nature, mind, and body are one. Without the true nature, our mind and body are useless.
第4个字是放出去，无所不在。
The fourth word means permeating. The greatness of our true nature can permeate the universe.
第5个字是收回来，回到玄关窍底。
The fifth word means contracting. Our true nature can contract and return to the heavenly portal.
我们的自信是无所不在的，而且自信是没有分别、没有对待的，才称为无极。无到极点就是没有分别对待。
Our true nature is everywhere. It is absolute. It doesn't discriminate or judge. Thus, it is also known as Wuji, which means genuine emptiness.
弥勒也有慈爱之意，修行上让慈爱布满个宇宙，就如同老母及诸佛菩萨对众生的爱是没有空间的限制的。
The fourth and fifth words can be combined to mean mercy and loving kindness. As we cultivate, we learn to love all things in the universe with mercy and loving kindness, just like how Lao Mu, Heavenly Mater, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas love all sentient beings without spatial limitations.
常念5字真言，你就与弥勒祖师及供活佛老师有感应，遇困难时感应就快，心不平静时默念5字真言，有问题时静不下来时默念5字真言，就有妙智慧。当念到一心不乱时，意志可穿越时空，直入佛之愿力之间，让能量发挥到极致。
By silently reciting the heavenly mantra often, you will create a strong bond with Maitreya Buddha and Jigon Living Buddha. Then whenever you encounter some difficulties, Buddhas will get the signal more quickly. When you feel uneasy or disturbed, recite the heavenly mantra silently in your heart, then your great wisdom may arise to help you resolve any difficulty. And when you silently recite the heavenly mantra with full attention, your willpower can permeate through time and space, and enter the power of Buddha's vows. Then, the strength of the mantra will reach ultimate attainment.
孔老夫子说过，人莫见于流水，而见于止水。诚心专注一念诵5字真言，有助于内心的平静祥和，更清楚地看清自己，遇到事情时能做出更正确的判断与决定，并更有效地完成工作任务。
Confucius said, "Men do not look into running water as a mirror, but into still water." Silently reciting the heavenly mantra with sincerity and full attention helps to pacify our mind. As a result, we can see ourselves more clearly, make judgments and decisions more correctly, and complete daily tasks with more efficiency.
第三宝，和同学习宽恕。
The third treasure, heavenly hand sign learning to be forgive.
受报和同也意味着与仙佛和，与仙佛同，把我们的佛心、自性、愿力和诸佛菩萨的佛心、自性、愿力相合在一起。我们和同修之间要和，才能同人与人之间要和要同，就要学习术道，也就是己所不欲，勿施于人，学习宽恕。就像耶稣在十字架上所说的话，就是一种宽恕。人与人之间多一些体谅宽恕，才能和，才能同。若小同都无法做到，如何世界大同呢？此手印也是回天的一个凭证。
Holding the heavenly hand sign means to unify our true nature with Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. It is the unification of our true nature and vows with the true nature and vows of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Similarly, we need to unify with all people including other Tao members by getting along with them. We need to learn to be more cooperating, understanding, tolerating, and forgiving, so we can form a perfect union. Confucius said, "Do not do unto others as you would not have others do unto you." The last words of Jesus Christ were also words of forgiveness. In order to form a perfect union with others, we have to be more understanding and forgiving. If we cannot form unity with the people in our society, how can we form unity with the rest of the world and achieve great harmony? The heavenly hand sign is also a token for returning to the heavenly home.
现在来探讨一下三宝的修持。
Now, let us examine further the practice of the three treasures.
三宝珍藏蕴含道统真传、天命真传、心法真传，这三样每一样都很重要。
The three treasures encompass the true transmission based on the lineage of Tao and the mandate of heaven. It is the wordless heart-to-heart transmission. Each of the three treasures is equally important.
求道时，点传师点的右手点完玄关之后，会用左手在玄关前做一个附带的动作。此动作之意义为何呢？简单的说，左手的手掌心就像一面镜子，要我们用此自性之光向内照视自己，也就是一般所称之回光返照，自我省察、自我检视，也是修行的开始。
During the Tao receiving ceremony, Tao transmitting Master pointed at our heavenly portal with his right hand and made a gesture of covering it up with his left hand. What does this gesture mean? Simply speaking, the left palm is a metaphor for a mirror. The gesture signifies the constant use of this mirror to examine our inner selves. Self-introspection and self-examination are the beginning steps of Tao cultivation.
每个人自身有个自性真主人在当家， 不是由眼、耳、鼻、舌、身、意六根产生之六种情境当家，也就是说，不被眼见之事物、耳听到之声音、鼻子所闻到之气味、舌头尝到之味道、身体所触摸到的东西及自身之习性来掌控我们。
Every single person has a true nature or true master who is in charge of the mind and body. We should not let the 6 perceptions produced by the 6 roots of sensation, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, be the master. In other words, we should not let what we see with our eyes, what we hear with our ears, what we smell with our nose, what we taste with our tongue, what we feel with our body, and what we think with our mind, be in control.
现代人生活过于忙碌，需要留点时间收心。济公活佛老师慈悲说过，平时常手旋，祥和之气自然会引发善因缘的发生。为什么我们修道到最后，心性无法再提升？因为我们很少去反省自己，甚至从来不问自己内心深处什么是我们的真正需求，什么是我们的根本。若不从根本上去下功夫，以为来佛堂听道理就是修道，心性当然无法提升。
Nowadays, everyone lives a very busy life, so we need to spare some time to relax and bring peace back into our mind. Our holy teacher, Jigon Living Buddha, mercifully said, in your daily life, you need to find a suitable time and place to focus on the heavenly portal and empty your thoughts. Then, the peace and harmony around you will attract good affinities. How come our mind hasn't been elevated even though we have cultivated for some time? It is because we seldom examine ourselves. We never introspect ourselves, try to figure out what our needs are, and what the root is. If we think doubt cultivation is merely coming to the temple and listening to the Tao lectures, then our mind could never be elevated. The reason is that we do not cultivate from the root.
光可以说是动植物的一个生命之原点和同，代表一阴一阳融合在一起，正负阴阳磁场能相通。手抱合同，平日诚心敬意叩首礼拜，加上佛光的照耀及平日的行功立德，对身心健康有莫大之助益。
Light can be recognized as the source of life for animals and plants. The heavenly hand sign symbolizes the combination of yin and yang and the connection between the positive and negative magnetic fields. When we hold the heavenly hand sign and pay respect to heaven and Buddhas wholeheartedly, the heavenly light will shine on us. This heavenly blessing and the daily accumulation of merits and virtues will benefit us greatly in every aspect.
修持三宝时，首先要做的就是自我的反省，然后向第一宝自信佛忏悔、感恩。 生生世世以来，我们不断地在轮回，身口意不断造业，污染了自性佛，让其承担了罪业，不需忏悔。同时也因为自性的作用，的肉身得以行功立德，利己利人，不需感恩于他。
When practicing these three treasures, the first thing we need to do is to truly introspect ourselves. Then, we need to sincerely repent and thank our true nature. We had been through many cycles of life and death. In every cycle, we created karma, good and bad. The bad karma we created had polluted our true nature. At the end of every cycle, we burdened our true nature with the sins we committed. Therefore, we need to repent for the mistakes and bad karma we created with our bodies. However, it is because of the possession of this physical body that we had the opportunity to accumulate merits and virtues and create good karma to benefit ourselves and others. Thus, we need to thank our true nature for guiding our physical body in doing these good deeds.
第二宝，常默念五字真言，让心中的爱自然流露出来，爱自己，爱众生。第三宝，多包容宽恕别人。26时中，不论身在何处，更要时时提醒自己，自己的心，愿力要和天佛菩萨的心，愿力相合。
If you silently recite the second treasure, the heavenly mantra, often, then you will naturally love yourself and all sentient beings. If you use the third treasure often, then you will be reminded to be more tolerant and forgiving. Always remind yourself that you need to unify your heart and vows with the heart and vows of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
道场处处都是行功了愿的机会，要多行财师、法师、无畏师，度化更多众生返回不家乡。如此，必得上天加批拨转，不好的业力会逐渐消减，从此改变了命运。当然，当我们在布施或为上天办事时，目的并不在于希望能交换到上天的祝福，让自己得到什么好处。事实上，是因为我们的诚心敬意和无条件的付出感动了上天，继之而来的就是加诸在我们身上的恩典与拨转，这是任何人都无法阻挡的。
There are many opportunities within the Tao society for one to accumulate merits and virtues. We need to seize every opportunity to help more people to return to the heavenly home by making some material contributions, truth sharing, and voluntary contributions. As a result, we will receive blessings from heaven. Then, we can change our bad fortunes and bad karma into good ones, so our destiny can be changed as well. We do not make material contributions or propagate Tao for the sake of our own benefits. If we do good deeds with sincerity and without asking for anything in return, then heaven will reward us. we will, then, receive grace and great help from heaven. These blessings will come naturally to us without hindrance.
从我们求告那一刻起，我们的姓名就已经登记在生命册上，成了上天的人。上天无时无刻没有不注意着我们，都在看着我们有没有在用三宝，是不是有什么事情需要济公活佛老师帮忙的。
From the moment we received Tao, our names had been registered in heaven. We had become the citizens of heaven. Therefore, heaven will continue to watch over us to see if we practice the three treasures or need help from Holy Teacher, Jigon Living Buddha.
现今人类的物质科技虽较以往进步，但幸福的指数并没有提升，而且灾劫越来越多。部分的原因在于人的负向思考与行为，自私与贪婪，造成价值观的扭曲与变相。有太多的人对未来都有着不乐观、不安定的感觉。面对着下一代的子孙，我们能留给他们什么呢？想要圣凡如意，就先问自己有没有众圣轻凡。圣事就是上天所在办理的普度众生之事。凡事就是和我们个人相关之人间事。有句俗话说，你看重上天的事，上天也必定重视你的事点。
Technology and living conditions have improved tremendously in the 21st century, but the index of happiness hasn't risen at all. In addition, there is an increase of natural and man-made disasters. This is partly caused by humans' negative thinking and behaviors, greed, and selfishness. These thinking and behaviors twisted the values of our society. Therefore, there are a lot of people who are pessimistic and uncertain about the future. So what can we give to the next generation if we want our worldly and holy affairs, the work of heaven, to be smooth and successful? Then we need ask ourselves if we have prioritized our holy affairs over worldly affairs. Holy affairs are defined as activities of truth-sharing and doubt propagation, and worldly affairs are defined as our day-to-day activities and matters. There is a saying, if you prioritize the work of heaven, heaven will prioritize your affairs as well.
愿大家能在三宝修持上多下功夫，守住自己的愿力，并实际付诸行动，本着真心佛性，借着的肉身来做佛事，共为三曹普度而尽心尽力，众生将会因你而得救，你也因众生而成就。如此，世界大同不再是个虚幻的名词，真正的和平必会来到的。
I hope everyone will make every effort to practice the three treasures, guard your vows, and put them into action. Remember to make good use of this physical body by following your true nature/Buddha nature. We can work together to help with the salvation of the three worlds. Because of your efforts, sentient beings can transcend the cycle of life and death. In return, you can succeed because of these sentient beings. Then, great harmony is not just an illusion. It will certainly be achieved.
感谢您，愿上帝赐福与您。
Thank you very much. God bless you. Introduction to DAY. What is DAYI? DAO and MEII. What it is in DAOID. What do I get in RECI beginning DAOB? What do we need to receive DAOBI? What impact does receiving DAO have on MEDII? What can attest the validity of DAOI? What is DAO? Observing the cosmos and all the living beings consciously, among all the earthly activities and phenomena, we will find the existence of the laws of nature. There is a supernatural origin which guides all the operations happening across the galaxy, the Earth, and the human beings. We call this source DAO. DAO existed before primordial time, and even before the universe was merged. It is the origin of the world, and it thereafter nurtures all the creatures and beings. Since it is unchangeable and does not evolve with time, it is the ultimate truth. It is what all saints and sages throughout human history had been searching for. The essence of Tao is the foundation of nature. The law or the power that existed before the universe was formed is beyond description, because there were no civilizations nor creatures, let alone languages. Since it cannot be applied any name, we simply call it Tao. After the world was merged, along with the mutations of the universe, we see the harmonious actions as exhibited in seasonal changes, rhythms of time and tide, and the balance of the ecosystem. We also find some conformity of human nature across various cultures. These prove the laws of nature. This is the extension of that original Tao when it is substantiated and materialized. It merged into everything that is within us. Now that we know Tao is present universally and yet difficult to be recognized, there have been prophets and preachers trying to make us know and understand the origin and the truth of life through various teachings and literature since the beginning of civilization. They were scattered around the world throughout history. As a result, great commandments were taught to disciples and goodness and badness were differentiated. These teachings varied, based on differences in culture, background, timing and the level of each individual's comprehension. However, they all tried to express and transmit to their descendants this Creator and Chief of the universe. It is God, or what we call Tao. As we get to know it more and more, we will realize that the essence of Tao and its effect covers every existence without any exceptions. Tao is actually the headwaters of all religions. It embraces the essence of all the preaching and teachings. And yet, it is superior to the system of belief. It is the nature, the universe itself. Tao or God represents the highest authority and power of nature. It is also the headstream and superior to all. It is the unchangeable principle. Understanding Tao allows us not only to discover the center of all religious belief, but also to communicate with the origin and the highest power of nature. We will then be able to relate ourselves to the truth of the universe. To probe further, Tao existed before the formation of all, yet it was not anterior, which means that the creation was embedded in it. Tao emerges into the creation, yet is not posterior, which means that it is not thereafter limited. Among those created, however large, they can be measured, however small, they can be detected. It is only Tao that cannot be measured of its immensity nor detected of its existence. Therefore, it is larger than the largest and leaves nothing excluded, and yet it can be smaller than the smallest and leaves nothing not penetrated. It is ubiquitous. It merges into and governs all. It is in charge of the space, the earth, human beings, all the creatures, and all existences. It penetrates and regulates the entire universe. It is the source of all the scriptures, sutras, as well as dharmas. It encompasses all the religions, and it is what makes one a Buddha or a saint. It is the single chief of all. And, above all, it is in charge of each individual too. It is the Divine Self. This is the true meaning of Tao. We should get to know it this way and rediscover our own invaluable treasure. So, to practice Tao is to revive one's own conscience as well as everyone else's and to act upon it accordingly. Then, all people can be of one spirit, all nations can be in peace like a family, and the great harmony will come true. How precious Tao is! Tao and me. The significance of Tao is in its immensity and ubiquity. Its mightiness guides the universe to carry on with changing seasons and evolving creatures. The countless aspects of the natural phenomena seem so capricious and yet really in order and in cycles. This almighty being also resides in each of us. It is the Divine Self, the natural quality of a person. It enables us to see, to feel, to taste, to hear, and to move without learning. While we research the ultimate truth in the universe, we should turn in upon and see into ourselves to discover that Divine Self. We will find the rules that govern the universe also comply with the way we are. Tao is not something too far to reach, nor too mysterious to comprehend. It is nothing particular, but has to do with our daily lives. We cannot do without it. Every movement we make, in order to see, to touch, to feel and to think, is associated with Tao. Consider how many wonders are hidden in our body, how delicately our physical functions are carried out. For example, when we shake hands, the components involved would include the coordination of joints and muscles, the chemical reactions of energy, the transmission of information through nerve systems, and the actions occurring in our brain such as issuing orders, making judgments and analyzing situations. Even with the most advanced technology and the highest level of knowledge we have developed today, we cannot completely reconstruct such a function. Yet the ability to perform such a simple movement is there for all individuals, regardless of the level of a person's knowledge and his/her being a grown-up or a baby, a scholar or an illiterate. These are the kind of abilities we come equipped with naturally, without learning and being taught. It sits within us and is in charge of all. It is Tao, never diminishes nor inflates. Worldly knowledge acquired through learning can be forgotten. A gymnast can abandon his/her techniques and a musician can lose his/her skills without practicing. The essence of Tao and its extension are always in charge of the macro-universe, the nature, and the micro-universe, the human being's self. We are associated with it unconsciously since the first day. Because it encompasses the whole nature within us, we also call it native self. Tao is within and surrounding us. It needs not be worshipped nor debated over, because its existence is unconditional, regardless of race, color, nationality, religion or status. It is impartial and stays constant. In receiving Tao, we not only find the origin of the universe, but also the divine self. We get to know the highest power in the universe as well as the genuine nature in charge of self. We discover the ultimate truth of the cosmos as well as the integrity of ourselves. Recognizing that the laws which govern the universe also govern us makes us be able to return to our true nature. To probe further, the most essential concept in Tao is that we all possess it intrinsically. It is the wisdom and ability we were born with without learning or practicing. It is one's conscience, which is like the Spirit of God, the divine and immortal nature. It is invisible and intangible. For this reason, we call it genuine emptiness, which means that to be really empty, it goes beyond emptiness and can therefore have marvelous existence in it. Marvelous existence is the foundation for the sky, the earth, human beings, all the creatures, and all existences. With omnipotence, Tao is called Great Lord of all beings. This almighty being is not only in charge of the entire universe, but also in charge of oneself. So the proverb is, Tao is within self, which is the drive of all one's abilities. A physical body without Tao is useless. This is the treasure that we should all realize and fully explore. What it is indeed when we look around the world, we admire the miracles and wonders of nature. Countless things change and move simultaneously every second, and yet in order and in harmony. So do our bodies. Countless biochemical reactions and physical functions occur concurrently within our bodies. Without learning and thinking that comes subjectively, The thousands of activities that happen within us are the extension and action of Tao. And altogether, it is one single self. It functions naturally and automatically without the need for our intents to be involved. This is the effect of Tao within us. Tao is not only in control of the universe and nature, but also in charge of every human being in his/her own actions. In other words, it is the same source that governs us as well as everything else. Tao is invisible and intangible, but it has been working out its magic before day one. Thereafter, languages, cultures, religious scriptures, literature, and civilization were developed. They all originate from Tao functioning within us. People don't realize it is Tao that has been residing and working within us and have used soul to represent the confusing and yet irrefutable being. Because it is eternal and intangible, we also call it true self. This true self is the most abundant, brilliant, and imperishable being. Let us take a look at our tangible body and see if it can be the true self. We know the pictures taken throughout one's life show different faces and expressions. We recognize people by face, but our looks change and are not permanent. The handicapped, with impaired arms or legs, can also lead a complete life. One with a transplanted animal heart is still a human being. Even our brain cells keep decreasing and changing every second from the moment we were born. Therefore, the physical body is only the interim residence of the true self. Though it seems so real, solid and alive, it turns into dirt eventually. We call it false self because of its tentative and transient nature. By recognizing the difference between the true self and the false self, we understand the reason and importance for us to receive Tao. Luckily, we are given the opportunity of receiving Tao and learning the three treasures. The three treasures are straightforward yet profound. The meaning and details of them will be illustrated through the rite of receiving Tao. Here, we only discuss two issues. First, by receiving Tao, the true self gets plucked out. It leads to our conscience. Upon the time when material pursuance surpasses spiritual seeking, giving up the true self only makes us a walking corpse. In order to fulfill and satisfy the sensational desires of the false self, we may commit wrongdoings and harm others, eventually creating troubles for ourselves. Our inner conscience is identified and enlightened by receiving Tao. Thus, the body gets to work with the spirit in a mutually beneficial and harmonious way, making our lives joyful and meaningful. Second, by receiving Tao, the front door or main gate of our bodies gets opened. It leads us to conscience, mercy and wisdom. When we leave a house, we leave through the front door. If the front door is locked, we may have to leave through the back door, or even by breaking the window or jumping off the balcony. We may fall and get hurt by doing so. Our body is like a house, and our soul is the master who lives in the house. One day, when the body is aged and depleted and the soul has to leave, we can imagine its horror if it cannot leave through the correct exit. This is the pain and discomfort human beings experience at the coming of death and after death. As we know, for most people, when they are dying, their body shows stiffness, and signs of helplessness and confusion. After we receive Tao, the door of life and death will be opened. Being able to receive Tao and the three treasures while having the door to heaven opened, we had the opportunity to recognize the true self and the Tao that dwells within us. We are going to treat people and the world with conscience and make our lives more meaningful. We can transcend life and death. Within 100 years, we will be able to return to where we came from. Therefore, the heavenly Tao is also the way to return back to heaven. To probe further, the enlightenment of Tao is superior to studying thousands of sutras. This is the value of Tao. The enlightenment of Tao opens the main gate, the front door, which is the entrance to heaven. It gives us the guarantee to be exempted from rebirth cycles and to reach eternity. The superiority of this enlightenment lies in that it surpasses Buddhas and saints, it exceeds the scope of sutras and dharmas, and it transcends the universe. Tao is therefore source of all sutras, king of all dharmas, mother of all Buddhas, and creator of the universe. Transcendence of rebirth cycles leads to eternity. Being imperishable, Tao never deteriorates, and we had never lost it at all. Hence Tao is the direct way back to heaven. What do I get in RECI beginning DAO? As mentioned earlier, by receiving Tao, we act upon our conscience, gain more wisdom, and find the door to heaven. In addition to these basics, we also benefit from the following for our lifetime. Being away from sufferings and closer to happiness. The troubles and worries we face in our daily lives mostly result from our disregard of the true self. Receiving Tao helps us to recognize the Tao that has been dwelling in us and to restore the beauty of the true self, so that our behavior and mind is free from being controlled by the earthly pleasures and being swayed by the losses and gains of the material world. Since our minds are cultivated spiritually, devils would not approach and get close to us. Thus, our fortune can be altered from bad to bright, and we can obtain real joy. Being away from disaster and calamities. Tao has been passed on through generations to one single master since the beginning of human history. The thread of its passage weaves through ancient civilizations, including China and India. However, in recent centuries, human beings had been trapped by materialism and a weaker sense of right and wrong. Wars prompted the development of powerful lethal weapons. In reviewing the thousands of years of human history, we realize In just less than 100 years, there had been 2 major world wars, which caused numerous killings and tragedies. The abuse of science and technology has also destroyed the ecology, causing damage to the ozonosphere and the unbalance of the climate. The corruption of human beings' minds has called the natural disasters to come. The human have created calamity. God, with His mercy, makes Tao available to everybody in order to save good people. After we receive Tao, with the true meaning of Tao in mind, we will be conscientious. We can use the 3 treasures whenever something dangerous and uncontrollable happens to us. We will be able to get away from bad encounters. This is a confessed fact. See, transcending life and death. Life is a mixture of happiness and bitterness. Throughout the journey of life, we experience birth, growth, aging, illness, and death. Joys are momentary and wealth is here today and gone tomorrow. Rather than seeking the pleasure of material life, the wise make full use of their lifetime searching the true meaning of life and eternity. In old times, Tao could only be received after harsh self-cultivation. Among the hermits looking for the master in order to receive Tao, only very few could obtain it. Whereas in this century, Tao is allowed to be spread and transmitted through the authorized masters to the truth seekers. The master points out the main gate of life and death, assuring the completeness of our true self. With the true self as our guide, which keeps us away from evil and greed, it helps us think, speak, and act in accordance with our conscience and intuition. Death then becomes the return of our soul to the eternal and peaceful home where we came from. Thus, we will have lasting joy. The achieving sacred beings, the enlightenment of Tao, which reveals the true self, is like the planting of the seed of righteousness and integrity. Through self-cultivation and self-improvement, the nurturing of wisdom, kindness, and purity, it will blossom and produce the fruit of sacred mind and eternal life. In time of overwhelming utilitarianism, Tao is the lighthouse to the truth. Receiving Tao, and then cultivating ourselves, not only improves our own lives, but also gives us the opportunity to better the world. After we receive Tao, we act upon our conscience and care for people around us. We cherish Tao and disregard personal disadvantages. Then we make an effort to spread the message of Tao to the world, in order for everyone to benefit from it. We are devoting ourselves to the work of God, and certainly will achieve spiritual perfection in both this world and the world after life. To probe further, the supremacy of Tao is based on the heavenly decree of God, by which Grand Masters can perform the passage of Tao. The enlightenment of Tao from Grand Masters directly opens the main gate of our bodies, which revives our divine nature. It reveals that heaven is not beyond oneself. Instead, One's true self merges into the entire universe. This is the supremacy of Tao. 1. With the heavenly decree, the enlightenment of Tao is extremely profound and marvelous. It cannot be completely expressed by any words of languages. It is not recorded on any scriptures or sutras. It cannot be described by preaching, nor can it be acquired by human intelligence, nor derived from knowledge and experience, nor achieved from gifted talents. Because the above-mentioned all have to be created and can be eliminated, which means that they cannot last forever themselves. They all bear partiality and cannot be applied universally. Hence, they cannot surpass life cycles, nor can they reach eternity. 2. The wonder of the effects and omnipotence of Tao is beyond words. It is the wisdom that does not come from learning. It is what we acquire from God and possess intrinsically. It is the same divine heart before the creation of the universe. It is conscience, the holy heart. It is the divine and immortal nature, the Spirit of God. 3. Tao is too marvelous to be described. It makes us know without learning and function without practicing. It is a prior wisdom, perception, potency, and ability. It is not constrained by words or languages. It functions without thinking, intents, or even actions. However, it can create the sky, the world, the human, all beings, and all existences. All these, after being created, still cannot carry on without Tao even for one moment. Tao is therefore called Great Lord of all beings. 4. Without Tao, the stars and planets in the sky wouldn't he had been in order. The sun and the moon couldn't he had illuminated or revolved properly. Then the yin-yang energies wouldn't he had circulated, and, as a result, this world wouldn't he had been suitable for all of us to live in. 5. Without Tao, the 5 primary elements of the earth, metal, wood, water, fire, and soil, wouldn't he had been balanced and complemented one another, which could have put the entire world in chaos. Mountains would have collapsed, lands would have cracked, and oceans would have dried up. Likewise, this world wouldn't he had been an environment for us to live in. 6. Without Tao, we, human beings, wouldn't he had been able to walk, to see, to hear, to speak, or to move. Our physical bodies would deteriorate quickly into a pile of soil in 100 days. 7. If one really comprehends the effects and omnipotence of Tao, and can practice accordingly and persistently, one can communicate with and be united with God. This is the absolute truth. It is a glory and marvel beyond description. Therefore, it not after death that one becomes a Buddha. It is when one is still alive that one achieves being a Buddha. And to be a Buddha is to revive and hold on to one's divine and original nature. This is what we benefit from attaining and practicing Tao. What do we need to receive Dao? We had discussed the many benefits we obtain after receiving Dao. Some would wonder why there is so much given to us. Of course, we should realize it comes from God's grace toward human beings. This allows Tao to be spread around the world, especially at the approaching of the worldwide calamity. People with merit and conscientious mind will have the opportunity of learning about Tao and the way back to heaven. It always holds true that people who had the fortune of receiving Tao are derived from the tree of righteous ancestors. In addition, during the passage of Tao, it is required that we make promises to God that, after we receive Tao, we will keep in mind the true meaning of Tao and put it into action in our daily life. What we speak and what we do will all be based on our conscience. After we receive Tao, we offer help to those in need of it, and do our best to indicate Tao to more people so that they can all benefit from the grace of God. After we attain these three treasures, we promise not to tell them to any other person. The three treasures can only be transmitted through authorized masters in front of God. If we reveal them to any person, they become invalid to the person, and we also defy the heavenly decree. All the promises required are reasonable and achievable. It goes with our nature. If we practice and keep the promises, we will be able to become a wiser and a better person. We will become merciful, and nurture the good seed of Tao planted in our mind. One last thing to mention is that one of the reasons we are able to receive Tao is due to the good deeds of our ancestors. Therefore, as we persistently practice Tao, our ancestors will also benefit from it, and so will our descendants. As long as you are prepared for the above mentioned, you are qualified to receive Tao, no matter what nationality, race, or religion you belong to. Notes: in order to be exempted from the rebirth cycles, to avoid the ordeal of hell, to alleviate the suffering and misfortunes in our lives, and to be able to return back to heaven after death and enjoy permanent happiness, we have to receive Tao. And the general qualifications are: 1. To be with a compassionate heart, and to be fortunate enough to be born in a time when Tao is available to the public. 2. To have sowed the seeds of virtue by helping many people and offering lots of charitable services in the previous lives. This is the divine affinity with God. 3. To have ancestors with beneficences and welfare work as well. 4. To meet the introducer and guarantor who indicate the way to attain Tao to me. It is very likely that, in the previous lives, we did charitable services together, or we cultivated together in the same religion. So, in this life, when Tao is available, we can help each other out and practice Tao together again. So time is ripe for Tao due to our divine affinity. What impact does receiving Dao have on me? As we mentioned before, and like the old days when hermits had to leave their families to receive Dao through meditation and self-cultivation, Dao, at the present time, can be received in a way that is applicable and conforming to our practical needs. We don't have to give up our lifestyle in order to attain Tao. By the grace of God, Tao is intended to be delivered to the public at all levels of occupations and around the world, rather than being limited to a privileged group of people. The impacts that receiving Tao can have on our daily life are summarized as the following. A receiving Tao creates no conflicts with any religions. Tao governs the universe, including all human beings. It existed before the formation of any religions. It is concordant with all religions, in the sense that religions preach the awareness of conscience and the pursuit of the truth. We don't need to give up our religion in order to receive Tao. On the contrary, by receiving Tao, we will have further understanding of the truth. The conscience becomes our ultimate guidance due to the variations of cultures, customs, backgrounds, legislation, and value systems. It is difficult to find a universal guideline for all of us to follow in our daily life. In receiving Tao, the main commandment is to act by our conscience, the true self, rather than by literature. We should be sensitive to the conscience, rather than be familiar with the laws. C. We will voluntarily keep the promise made while receiving Tao. Through receiving Tao, we are not offered conscience or true self, but merely the opening of the door to a wisdom and mercy. Therefore, we restore the heavenly principles inherent in us, and strengthen the power originating from our conscience. There is no external force that makes us keep the promises and commitments that we made when we received Tao. The only force comes from the guilty feelings that result from our misbehaviors, which reduces the mistakes we make. Practicing Tao can accommodate our worldly affairs. The fulfillment of practicing Tao and conscientious awareness does not have to be accomplished in a temple or church. It is not required to abandon worldly belongings or relationships in order to attain the ultimate truth. Each individual can still have his/her family, career, and schooling at the same time. As long as we keep in mind the basic guideline, we should have our practicing Tao and getting closer to our divine self. We will make a better world by improving ourselves first after we receive Tao. By realizing the true self and what we are, the feeling of joy comes to us. The improvements on the quality of our spiritual life will affect people surrounding us. By interacting and working together in Tao, we will make the world better with lower crime rate and less pollution. The wish of Maitreya will finally come true to turn the world into God's kingdom and make people all live in harmony. What can attest the validity of Dao Tao? due to its completeness and generality, regulates the totality of all beings. Many people, after receiving Tao, with their wisdom, faith, and devotion, realize that Tao is the fundamental principle that governs all things. They comprehend the truth of the universe not only through literature, but also through daily living and nature. Their faith in Tao becomes strengthened and they move forward in their spiritual life. However, for people who haven't or just received Tao, Tao can be confirmed through revelations. Anyone who has received Tao with the front door open shall die peacefully. One proof of this is that for those who have received Tao and died, their bodies remain soft and their faces vivid. Since the soul leaves the body through the correct exit, the corpse can actually remain uncorroded for a few days. With the most advanced modern science and technology, it is still difficult to explain this phenomenon. However, it is a fact that cannot be denied. This has happened before in some religions, but very rarely. For people who have received Tao, this kind of testimony is ubiquitous, unless they have committed serious sins and corrupted their own mind. This can prove the soul has reached an ultimate harmony. Being the superintendent of the things on earth, human beings are nonetheless weak. Since birth, we are subject to unpredictable accidents and natural disasters. There have been many people who encountered danger, used the three treasures with faith, and got away from the danger or reduced the damage to the minimum. Testimonies of this kind are numerous. The above two mentioned are rarely heard of and difficult to believe, but they are the immediate security given by God once a person has received Tao. Thereafter, with each individual's faith, wisdom, and the accumulation of good deeds, one will come to know the truth more and more. It is up to you to experience the value of this treasure. I hope you will have the opportunity to receive Tao, experience it in your life, achieve ultimate perfection, and realize eternity.
旅行开荒实用英文手册第一部分日常生活语句1点
Hello hi
Hello hi 2点
Good morning
早安3点
Good afternoon
午安4点
Good evening
晚安下午3点以后5点
Good night
晚安睡前或晚上再见时用6点
How are you
你好吗7点
Fine thank you And how are you
我很好你呢8点
How do you do
你好吗用于第一次见面回答一红9点
Nice to see you
很高兴与你见面10点
I must be going now
我必须走了11点
Have a nice day
祝你有愉快的一天2点
I hope you had a good time tonight
祝你有个愉快的晚上3点
Goodbye /see you
再见4点
Pardon
请再说一遍5点
Sorry I don't understand.
对不起，我不懂你的意思。16点，
Please speak slowly.
请再说慢一点。17点，
Do you speak English?
你说英文吗？18点，
Thank you very much.
非常谢谢你。19点，
You are so kind.
你真好。20点，
You are welcome.
不用客气。21点，
Sorry. I am sorry.
抱歉。22点，
Excuse me.
抱歉，打扰一下。23点，
That's all right.
没关系。24点，
Never mind.
别放在心上。25点，
I agree.
我同意。26点，
That's right.
对。27点，
It sounds nice.
听起来不错。28点，
That's too bad.
太可惜了。29点，
I hope so.
希望如此。30点，
That's fine.
很好。31点，
Can you do me a favor?
能帮我个忙吗？32点，
Please fill in this immigration form for me.
请帮我填入境登记表。33点，
What should I fill in here?
这里要填什么？34点，
Please fill in the hotel name for me.
请帮我填旅馆名称。35点，
Please help me to fill in the declaration form.
请帮我填报税单。36点，
For house rent, should I go to a U.S. immigration for registration?
租房子需要到移民局报备吗？37点，
What's the matter?
怎么了？发生什么事了？38点，
What for?
为什么？39点，
Where do you live?
你住哪里？40点，
Can you speak English?
你会说英文吗？41点，
Are you sure?
你确定吗？42点，
May I have your business card or address and telephone number?
请给我你的名片或是地址电话，好吗？43点，
Excuse me, how can I get to this address?
请问到这地址怎么走？44点，
How much?
多少钱？45点，
How far?
有多远？46点，
How long?
要多久？47点，
Do you have the time?
你知道现在几点吗？48点，
What time is it?
你知道现在几点吗？49点，
Is Mr. White at home?
怀特先生在家吗？50点，
May I speak to Mrs. Brown?
我找布朗太太。51点，
Could I visit you tomorrow?
我明天能拜访你吗？52点，
Are you free?
你有空吗？53点，
Please come in.
请进。54点，
Please put on these slippers.
请穿拖鞋。55点，
Make yourself at home.
请不要拘束。56点，
Would you like coffee or tea?
要喝咖啡还是茶？57点，
Some more crackers.
要不要再吃些饼干？58点，
I hope you like Chinese food.
希望你喜欢中国菜。59点，
Why don't you stay for a night?
你可不在这过夜60点，
Please stay longer.
请待久一点，61点。
I hope that you will come more often.
希望你以后更常来，62点。
You can come visit us anytime.
你可以随时来找我们，63点。
We certainly enjoyed your company.
和您在一起，我们十分愉快，64点。
Come visit us again.
要再来拜访我们，65点。
See you again.
再见，66点。
We just arrived from Taiwan.
我们刚从台湾搬来，67点。
May I use your telephone? Mine is out of order.
能不能借用你的手机？我的故障了，68点。
When you have time, please come over for a chat.
有空请过来聊一聊，69点。
Hello, sir. Is Mrs. Lee at home?
你好，请问你太太在家吗？70点。
I come from Dow Center.
我是盛唐来的，71点。
Could I visit him/her?
我能拜访他吗？72点。
You are our good friend.
你是我们很好的朋友，73点。
Thank you for your help.
谢谢您的帮忙，
I appreciate your kindness and support.
很感激你的照顾。
Please come to Dow Center when you have time.
有空请常来盛唐，74点。
Can you come here to study the Buddhist religion?
请来学习礼节，75点。
Please come here and study the truth when you have time.
有空请来研究道理，76点。
Today our teacher will talk about the good truth.
今天我们讲师要说很好的道理，77点。
If you had any questions about Tao, please ask me.
有任何问题可以提出，78点。
I greatly appreciate you giving me a chance.
感谢你给我这个机会，79点。
This is our first time to be here.
我们初来此地，
Language is not easy for us.
语言不通顺，
Please help us.
请多帮忙，80点。
Thank you for your kindness.
感谢慈悲，81点。
All thanks to the Lord.
感谢上天，82点。
Could you invite more people to come to our center?
请您多找人来佛堂好吗？83点。
All of your family are doing charitable things.
你们家都在做善事，
Such people and family will be blessed with happiness and health.
上天会保佑这样的人幸福健康。84点。
The Lord will help the people who do charitable things, because they have merits.
上天保佑善人，因为他们有功德。
Two words of practical English of Trip 1 favor KK, DJ, and
名词
noun.
善意的行为，恩惠。
See, you did me a great favor.
你帮了我一个大忙。2.
Fill in PH.
片语
Phrase.
填写
Fill in the blanks with suitable words.
在空格里填上适当的字。3.
Immigration KK DJ N
名词
Noun right parenthesis left square bracket U
移居
Pass through immigration control at the port.
在港口通过移民管制站。4.
Form KK DJ N
名词
Noun
表格
See to apply for a job, you must fill out a form.
申请工作要填表。5.
Declaration KK DJ N
名词
Noun right parenthesis left square bracket C right square bracket left square bracket U
纳税品等的申报。
A declaration at the customs house.
报关。6.
Customs KK DJ N
名词
Noun
关税 K 常大写海关。报关手续。
I paid $20 in customs on the $100 Swiss watch.
我为$100的瑞士表付了$20的关税。
As soon as I got through customs, I jumped into a taxi.
而我一通过海关就跳进了一辆计程车。7.
Rent KK DJ N
名词
Noun
租金租费。
C right square bracket left square bracket U
出租的财产置房地产等。
I got to pay my rent this morning.
今天上午我必须付房租。
BT
及物动词
Transitive verb
租用租入
From
租出。
To slash out, they rented a cabin for their vacation.
他们为度假租了一间小屋。
I have rented the house out to a very nice family.
我把房子出租给了一户很好的人家。
By
不及物动词
intransitive verb
出租。
that slash for this house rents for $800 a month.
这间屋子月租$800。
This farm rents for $1,500 a year.
这农场以每年$1,500出租。8.
Registration KK DJ N
名词
Noun
登记注册挂号。
You the registration of students for the course will begin on Thursday morning.
学生登记上这门课将于星期四上午开始。9.
Slipper KK DJ N
名词
Noun
有指室内穿的前口便鞋、拖鞋、柔软的团鞋。
P1 slippers are usually worn indoors.
拖鞋通常是在室内穿的。10.
Cracker KK DJ N
名词
Noun right parenthesis left square bracket C
带货前的薄脆饼干。梅饼干。
I am not really hungry. I'll just have some crackers.
我真的不饿，我就吃几块饼干吧。11.
Certainly KK DJ Add
副词
Adverb
无疑以必定 确实，用于回答当然，可以，没问题。
They will certainly succeed.
他们一定会成功。
May I use your motorcycle? Certainly.
我可以借用你的摩托车吗？行。1、2
Company KK, VJ, N.
名词
Noun.
公司商号
See right square bracket left square bracket G.
陪伴友情 U 伴侣们同伴们朋友们
See right square bracket left square bracket G.
客人们
You Tom works for a computer company.
汤姆在一家电脑公司上班。
People are judged by the company they keep.
根据某人结交的朋友便能判断其人了。
Do you expect company for the weekend?
这周末你家有客人吗？13
Out of order PH.
片语
Freeze.
发生故障，违反议事规则，顺序混乱。
Our air conditioner is out of order.
我们的冷气机出故障了。
The elevator is out of order.
电梯出故障了。14
Elevator KK, VJ, N.
名词
Noun right parenthesis left square bracket C.
美电梯升降机
Many department stores had both elevators and escalators.
许多百货公司既有电梯又有自动扶梯。15
Escalator KK, VJ, N.
名词
Noun right parenthesis left square bracket C.
自动楼梯电扶梯。
The new store has escalators to carry customers from one floor to another.
这家新商店有自动扶梯，将顾客从一层楼面运送到另一层楼面。16
Chat KK, VJ, by.
不及物动词
Intransitive verb.
闲谈聊天。
About /away /on they chatted about the film saw last night.
他们闲聊着昨夜放的电影。
VT.
及物动词
Transitive verb.
因口与点点点攀谈，与点点点搭讪，与点点点调情。
Offhand.
名词
Noun.
闲谈聊天。
See right square bracket left square bracket U right square bracket left square bracket left parenthesis plus about / with the often asked Philip to come in for a chat.
他经常约菲利普进来闲谈。17
Appreciate KK, VJ, VT.
及物动词
Transitive verb.
欣赏赏识，感谢感激，体会领会察知。
W right square bracket left square bracket plus left parenthesis that her talent for music was not appreciated.
他的音乐才能无人赏识。
They deeply appreciated his kindness.
他们对他的好以深表感谢。
I am afraid you had not appreciated the urgency of the matter.
恐怕你还没有意识到这件事的紧迫性。18
Buddhist KK DJ N
名词
Noun
佛教徒点形容词
Adjective
佛教的佛陀的佛教徒的19
Invite KK DJ VT
及物动词
Transitive Verb
邀請招待
To right parenthesis right square bracket left square bracket O2 He invited several of his friends to the show.
他邀请了几个朋友去看表演。20
Charitable KK DJ A
形容词
Adjective
慈悲为怀的仁慈的
To
慈善的施舍慷慨的宽容的宽厚的
Towards charitable funds.
慈善基金
A more charitable person would forgive the boy's errors.
宽容点儿的人就会原谅那男孩的过错。21
Merit KK DJ N
名词
Noun
价值 U 长处优点 C 功绩功劳 C 功过是非曲直
He her singing is totally without merit.
他的演唱一无是处。
People may not like her, but she has her merits.
人们也许不喜欢他，但他也有他的优点。
He will judge the case solely on its merits.
济公活佛就是真，经济是群生照3000公正无私可达天活，用真经转万事，佛法无边化大千真经。应运出灾消劫除大道尊修身化世立功88圣济佛圣天真发慈悲德泽群生的光辉。东来紫气展普渡三曹开妙玄因身下凡施天然中土有缘分继往开来万八春白杨逢运道现存青红运以迎阳光普照道德扬万方贤养运大同家家佛光照灵山如来静观招无师指点路一条千经外点有未闻真经说因有缘名师会相求开泰白杨运佛经说破朦胧云善智于止离苦轮260手艺武器朝元一骑飞莲花座上会丹持尊着本罗汉丈六金身照世间济人请示皈依安心明善男女经文物透墨时宜手施点化脱苦之学至中康定心诚把经奉佛名一切灾殃化作尘道大为天大至尊至贵点灵台应运开泰万象财善智慧朗利身行道内外公理正是明天下通古今谁无错过物但赶入善科成过后苦海陶氏农急功古志心常念福得高和家平安万事和经文虽浅近不可视为顶上云凤行真经脱苦轮心诚前拜诵消灾解厄离苦障逢凶化吉定真祥朝夕诚心念 念心明神清身不颠，万病解灭不缠，念经心喉正虚邪除秽世安宁福禄甘源亨利贞，诵次活佛经福慧双增长通此活佛经，子孙得安康。诵念活佛经功名利禄的平不诵的真经文，永世化为吉。若为父母，诵父母得长寿；若为王，化念亡灵的超生；若为亲有求，病殃的安全，全家老幼同生，念老幼保安康。诵念济公真经，免灾又消难。诵的济公真经觉悟第一仙真经，广布十方界诸菩萨同赞曰：济公活佛大慈悲，为救96众园林乐人生死生路真诚。诵此经不经说经典，功德无量，福无边，老幼康安，寿延年，向闻功德回向给6亲眷属，身体健康，往生净土，给他们离苦的乐。请冤生债主和我们共修佛法，发菩提心，类似前世今世所结冤，愿一一回向给我冤生债主。家中有本真经可保平安，不诵此经奉上神桌，却保尔除邪魔，奉请南无大慈大悲救苦救难济公活佛慈悲做主持叩首，恭请南无大慈大悲救苦救难天然古佛慈悲做主持叩首。活佛老师慈悲解说。三宝心法2015年2月6日18点38分节录自白杨修道子的新生活佛老师慈悲解说三宝心法。中华民国12年岁次癸巳国历2月17农历1月初8日，首先为师来讲述三宝心法要如何落实在日常生活当中。要将三宝心法落实在生活当中，其实很简单。首先问自己，心法落实在日常生活当中了没有？自己一切的做法还有自己的习性改了没有？当问题来了，是用心性来解决，而不是用人心来解决。在道场若有争执什么呢？要的又是什么呢？你们如何去落实生活当中的三宝心法？心性提升了吗？火候练足了吗？严格说起来，每个徒儿都有脾气毛病，只是或多或少而已，这就是下了多少功夫的问题哦。所以今天为师会来讲述三宝心法，就是为了要提醒徒儿们，生活在五行当中，就是在人世间被束缚着，求了道就是要超脱五行当中。在度人时，问问自己，在心性上下了多少功夫？是在讲给别人听，还是讲给自己听呢？自己都不听自己的，别人又怎么会听我们说呢？所以说，先度自己吧，自己都度不起来了，还想要度别人，自己火候不足，问题来了就生气，常常讲闲话就不敢乱来，所以才会说在佛堂行王道， 在家中行霸道，是不是这就是火候不足啊？你们常说的火候指的是6根呀，6根不清火候就无法变成。问题一来，6根就拉着我们，自信便无法提升，脾气毛病也跟着来了。所以为师希望你们从今天开始改变度人的方式。当徒儿讲给别人听时，就是讲给自己听。问问自己听得下去吗？自己都听不下去了，那别人怎么会听得下去呢？不是要了解多少道理才能讲给别人听，而是要问问自己用心了没有。眼看着为师的徒儿们一个个都只修外功而不修内德，都是火候不足。徒儿呀，如果你们的3000功800果无法圆满，要怎么回天脚趾呢？所以为师今天才会跟你们讲述3宝心法要如何落实在生活当中，希望徒儿们好好听为师怎么说。第一宝玄关就是本身的自信所在，要常常回观反照，想想自己有没有做错事，有没有改变自己的坏习惯，好好关照自己自信所在。假如今天你们是佛的处理方式又是如何呢？你们要好好的想一想，而不是只用凡世间的想法与对待，因为肉体会牵着你们的习性毛病来处事。徒儿们，那是你们在用6根眼耳鼻舌身意来处理事情，看见什么事情，听到什么事情，都是用自我想法来判断对错。因此凡事要多听别人的意见，参考别人的意见，因为每个人各有所长。所以徒儿呀，问问自己下了多少在修行，修了就要行，而不是修了而不去行，就像参禅打坐一样，修了而不去行。你说你有修，言行举止没有做到，口头上说我有修，其实都只是空谈。再来讲述第2宝口诀，了解真经的所在。为何要降下通天神咒？就是要从五行当中去跳脱。祖师的弘誓大愿有什么呢？徒儿们好好参悟参悟，要跳脱人世间的贪嗔痴。仔细想想，我们在行的当中所讲出来的以及行出来是否恰当，不要在无意之中伤害到别人而不自知。要知道讲出来的话要负责任的，而不是随便说说。仙佛菩萨有随便说的吗？每位仙佛菩萨苦口婆心，为的就是要劝化你们快明理修道。修道为什么要快？因为天时紧急，灾劫越来越频繁啊。修道会难吗？其实每分每秒都是可以修到的，问题只在于徒儿的心性有没有时常 保持平静静的，而不是起伏不定。心性起伏不定，肉体就会病痛，这就是心理作祟。所以痛苦不是别人给你的，而是自己找上门的。常常默念五字真言，收束自己的习性，慢慢地跳脱五行当中，以自信做主，在修道当中就会快乐，这才是自我，也才是自己本来的真面目，而不是肉体形象。好，接下来再讲解第三宝和同你们当初来到人世间时，是不是干干净净无杂念的来到人世间，所以才会说抱着合同像孩儿，目的就是要找回你们的赤子之心，才能抱着合同回家去。当初的你们都是干干净净的来到人世间，后来的你们在尘世中听看闻看得多，听的也多，自我的想法就起来了。人世间的花花世界改变了你们的习性，所以说不要迷失在人世间，放下一切执着，恢复赤子之心，将合同抱在胸口。伟大的母亲是不是都把孩子抱在胸口呢？合同就像是胸口中干干净净的孩子心，所以三宝心法的落实也是如此。为师讲的好像很简单，在修道办道当中，徒儿们就是要做到时时念念自己为众生付出多少，而不是单纯的只为自己能够超生了死，要做到希望所有的众生都能离苦，这才是佛心所在。求道当然可以回天，可是三宝心法要多多落实生活当中，每一回为师也都说的很多，就是希望徒儿们多多被点心。在度人的时候有没有收获呢？假如没有的话，那不是自己也没度自己吗？为师今天讲了这些，徒儿们要多多参悟，常常多用三宝心法下功夫，多多充实内德。外功重要，内德更要修啊。没有内德要怎么度人呢？你讲的别人会信吗？所以说德行不足才要改毛病去提气啊，就是要把德行行出来，这才是修道人的榜样。修道不分天职，佛性都是一样平等，只是每个人的愿力任务不同。便传师们要带师传道，讲师们要讲解道理度化众生，其他没有领天职的也是一样啊，并不是点传师坛主讲师就一定修得很好。很多老师的好徒儿，他们的外功并不圆满，很多都是家庭因素、因果关系有所牵缠，但是他们的火候内德都修得很好，这就是在家庭当中修炼出来的。所以说不是他们没有修，而是讲这些话的人自己才没有修道。修道不是用嘴巴说的， 也不是修给人看，更不是走佛堂就说我有修道。在走佛堂当中学习付出，改变自己，学习佛规，度化别人离苦得乐，脱因果，自己也才能解脱。徒儿们要好好了解自己求道做什么道是什么尊贵在哪，口头上常常在讲，可是自己了解了吗？为师今天讲三宝心法，就是希望徒儿们多多落实改变自己，修道的家庭才会圆满。因为这期是带法修行，就是来结类似的因因果果，该还的可以赶快还清，该改的要赶快改掉，修回原来赤子之心，才能干干净净的回到里天，好不好呢？为师今天讲述三宝心法，徒儿们要多多体悟人生啊！人生不是来享受的，是来了因了果超脱的。仙佛菩萨可以超脱三界以外，你们也一样，得了道也能超脱六道之中。若不修不改，还是无法超脱，因为执着吗？执着于人世间的人事物，放不下情情爱爱，所以才会苦啊。所以说修道越修越清净，这才是修道的根本，而不是修的越久脾气毛病越多，那就枉费人生了。好了，为师就讲到这里，徒儿们要多多从心性下功夫，才有办法成全更多众生。修道越修越快乐，修道是神圣的，修道是我们人生该走的路，所以要好好参悟人生到底。徒儿们记得一定要多下功夫，在道场上领有天职的，更要多多用心。要记住，立了愿就要了愿，好好的带领后学们修道办道，才能度化更多有缘的众生同上法船，共度彼岸。每个人佛子佛性都是一样平等的，没有不同，只是类似根器不同而已。不要去分别，不要有对待。好了，为师就说到这里，非常感谢各位贤贤们提供文字档，文字仅供参考。若有误谬，要以活佛恩师解说真理为主。二、活佛恩师慈悲。三宝心法白羊三宝本是天地万物的结晶，尽含历代祖师的真传妙义，全贯古今千经万典的实相奥机的逢遇的人，都是类似有修佛缘深厚的人。你们求道也很多年了，也办了那么多，但是如果没用心去体会你们的本性的话，那还是在外围罢了。要知道，功德福德是不够让你们超生了死的，只能帮你减少业力而已。名师一指毅然超生，但是接着要破类似的修习，去除烦恼，否则还是不能超生了死，还是在轮回当中流 转。如果徒儿们不能够真正透视你们那一点，那么还是在束缚有为之中，仍然是堕入有为法。如果人的心不能集中于一处，办事就难成了。能以本性来作为你们的主人翁，那么你就可以主宰你自己，对于一切你也能够平衡了。三宝心法乃法门，而你们不会使用，只知道遇到灾难时赶紧用三宝，平时就该用来修心练性。
https://www.facebook.com/profile.php=100,347,788,333/http://pro-file.php=100,345 and hc_location equals UFI。
佛恩师慈训，论道求道，所谓地府抽丁，天榜卦名哈哈，天空空，名卦何处？人心和天，即天榜卦名也。什么叫做一贯道？一贯道就是时时刻刻都要一贯之，你才能够融合在一贯道里面，徜徉在一贯道的快乐之中。希望你们能够真正投入，全心的投入。日常生活就是道啊，人与人之间就是道，道就是自信，就是你的自信佛。道是在日常生活中的，不是来佛堂才有道，也不是到佛堂扫地才是道。你在家里的一言一行都是道，道就是这么自然，这么平常。所以每个人，不论是富贵贫贱，不论是大官或是老百姓，都有权利来修道。道就是路，就是理，时时刻刻凭着自己的良知良能来做事，这就是道。平常之中就有道，只要你在任何时候任何事都做得彻底，那你任何时候就都在行道了。每个人都能尽忠职守，把自己的本分做好，自然就有道。所谓道法自然，就不受法的约束。道在日用寻常之中，修道从日常生活做起，每个人尽自己的本分去做一切事情。譬如做父母的要尽养育子女的责任，做子女的要孝敬父母，这就是道。道无所不在，无所不包。山有道，水也有道，日常生活都有道蕴藏在其中。在家里为人父，做父亲应该做的事，为人子做子女应该做的事，这就是道。不是在佛堂里才有道，道本来就在自己身上，只是原本不晓得，所以来求知道。处是有方圆，行方处圆，活泼玲珑， 随机应变，这样才会有准绳，才会圆满。有了方针，才有目标。如果困在茫茫沧海之中，没有舵手，目标将何处寻呢？所以无理就寸步难行。个理就是路，理路明确才是道。修道要通权达变，那有固定在某一种方法上的，若只是固定在某一种方法上，那就不是道了。法无定法，能够适用事实，能够因时因地因人而用，这就是道。
https://www.facebook.com/permalink.php/story_underscore_vidicals1,469,268,979 and it equals 100,6,160,307,892 and comment_it equals 1,493,293,385,990 and ref equals no teeth and no teeth underscore t equals feed underscore comment https://www.facebook.com/profile.php it equals 100,347,071,135 and hc_location equals UFI
2015年2月1日21点54分，刘芳村讲师详细解说12因缘与4圣谛。感谢各位前贤们提供文字档，文字仅供参考，若有误谬，要以刘讲师讲课原因为主。12因缘各位有听过吗？有没有详细研究过后学把12因缘稍微提一下，让我们都有印象？各位前贤，我们为什么会老会死？好像问题很宽广哦。其实答案很简单，就是因为我们有生。我们有生就会老，就会死，所以会老会死，原因就是生。那我们为什么会生？我们为什么会出生在凡尘？也就是造业，有业了，我们才会生，有生才会老，才会死。所以生的最大原因就是造业，在12因缘来讲叫做有，那个名词叫做有业了。那我们为什么会造业无明？不要一下子就想到最源头的无明，中间的过程都很维系。我们都要知道，之所以会造业，就是取舍，就是我们有取有舍，取舍才造业，因为造了业才受生，因为有生了以后才会老，才会死。所以最重要的就是有取舍，在12因缘就叫取。那为什么会有取舍？为什么我们喜欢的都想拥有，不喜欢的都排斥？ 为什么这样？一定要追到它的根源，就是爱跟讨厌。爱就想融为一，有讨厌就推开。那我们为什么会产生喜欢讨厌？就是因为我们有感受，外界给我的遭遇我感受到了，所以我产生喜欢，产生讨厌。各位前为什么有受？因为我们有接触才有感受，感受才喜欢讨厌，喜欢讨厌才取舍了以后已经也造成了才要受生，有生了才会老死。那为什么我们会有接触？就是因为我们有六根，就是六入。那为什么有六根六入？就是因为我们有名色，名就是没有形象的状态，色就是身体。那为什么会有名色？就是因为有事。那为什么有事？就是因为有形。为什么有形？就是因为有无明。所以这才是一个开头。无明本来就没有无明，无明就是不知道真理，不知道真理就是无明。好像讲出来的名词离我们很远，可是我们在生活之中，各位前我们有没有起心动念？有。起心动念叫做不觉，不觉叫做无明。爱有我起心动念，那个就是无明。老死生有取爱受处六入名色是行无明。所以我们在生活之中，我们要能够掌握自己的起心动念。你又起心动念了，就是不觉，不觉就是从佛性出来，佛性是觉，那他现在不觉才起心动念，所以就叫无明。那因为无明，然后缘行，无明了以后，不管是时间，不管我们的心，整个都在行驶，都在走，都在动，没有停止的。然后行就缘事，的缘事就已经牵涉到我们上一生，我们前世有跟随相，现在就是债务还没理清。有的是人家欠我，有的是我们欠人，那个就叫事。然后因为有事，个时候在我们的现象里面，我们已过世以后，我们的中阴身是过世以后会去我们该去的地方报道。可是要来投胎时候，也是中阴身先来。中阴身在从地狱出来的时候，看整个大地都好像墨水黑色一片，那只要跟他有缘分，就是像现在就有一道亮光，中阴身就会朝这个亮光直接虚付，就是赶快到那个亮光的地方。个时候亮光的地方就是他的父母亲正在亲热，他就赶快投入父精母血，当成他的身，所以母亲就怀孕了。那怀孕的时候，这叫做明色，明就是精神状态，色就是已经凝结有形有相的胎儿， 你有怀孕了以后，经过286天就会生。在这个开始有怀孕以后，慢慢长成以后，它就会具备6入6根，然后到时间到了，我们说10月，其实286天，280天左右就出生了。出生以后就跟凡尘接触，所以小孩子生下来，假如不哭的话，这小孩子不会活，所以生下来。现在有很多他已经轮回太久，智慧又比较高，他不哭，凡尘这么苦过不来，所以一往助尘是一定会把生出来的婴儿2只脚抓起来，让头朝下打他的屁股，打他屁股的时候他就哭了，哭的时候婴儿就活了，哭的时候灵才尽。虽然说他的第8阿赖也是投胎就来，可是一生下来一哭，灵才进来，才会有过一生，有生一直到长大到老死，就一定是这样经过。所以你跟凡尘接触了，接触以后就慢慢长大，长大以后你的感受就特别强烈，那一种喜欢讨厌很强烈，所以从处然后接受爱取舍，到取舍以后也已经形成就叫有。你既然造了业，就要生，就要老死，所以这叫流转门，一直绵延不绝在流转。那我们修道，我们可以海灭，海灭就是我们已经落入凡尘，已经在现象之中了。现在我们从那个地方改变从受，我们研究真理，知道凡尘的万象万事都是假的，所以我不受，我不接受让它进入我内心，是来则因，是去则进，都是用真理来应对。我们不受了以后，各位前就可以想象会不会产生喜欢讨厌，不会，没有喜欢讨厌就不会有取舍，你没有取舍不会造业，不会造业就不会受苦，所以这是一个固定的道理，一定的不会变。我们了解可以海灭，可是我们一定要在心地做功夫，从心性做功夫。我们对凡尘给我的一切遭遇，我要了解那个都是因缘聚会才呈现，因缘消失就没有，所以都是假的。那既然了解到它背后的因缘，我们就不住相，所有的受给我去应对，都是恰到好处，就是跟道相合。我没有落入喜欢，没有落入讨厌，没有落入讨厌喜欢，我们就没有取舍，不会造业。这一定要自己做的，别人没办法代替。你只要都不造业，会不会受苦？不会了，因为没有原因把你推去受苦，所以我们对这个12因缘，为什么要跟我们讲没有无明？ 就是时时刻刻我们都在觉，所以没有无明。我们现在有没有都有啦，所以要到那个无明境还要很长的一段时间。所以没有无明就没有老死，因为有无明就一定会有12因缘，是一个连带一个，一直无明缘、行缘、识缘、名色缘、六入缘、处缘、受缘、爱缘、取缘、有缘、生缘、老死。我们了解12因缘，就是让我们一直轮回在凡尘受苦的原因。我们从真理解脱，所以叫做心经。心让我们可以回归到本位，无苦集灭道，这就是圣地。四圣地可能各位也都有听过这个名词，它是有3转12行法轮，就是相转、劝修转、作正转。个苦集灭道，苦就是果报，集就是原因，灭也就是修道以后到集灭的果报。修道是原因，都是先讲果再讲因，是相转。此是苦，逼迫性苦有逼迫，一定要去接受此事机招感性。我们感受了以后被他招手，然后我们中了业，即就是我们造业，很多的业集合在一起，此是灭。可证性就是你可以证悟到即灭，就是恢复我们的本来，此是道。可修性个是相转，劝修转，此是苦，汝应知，此是集，汝应断，此是灭，汝应正，此是道，汝应修。有没有劝修？劝我们怎么样修？做正转，然后到最后已经证悟了以后，就已经此是苦，我已知；此是集，我已断；此是灭，我已正；此是道，我已修。所以这3转12法轮就苦集灭道。各位有没有听过？没有？我们真的还是一跳就跳得很高，这都是一些修道的基本，我们基本认识可能都还没有经过，我们就直接跳到佛地了。以上节录自刘讲师解说心经部分内容，非常感谢天恩师德佛恩师慈悲开设庆理心法班，诸佛菩萨慈悲诸多的因缘聚会，刘讲师慈悲传达解说最上乘佛法殊胜，以及感恩各位前提供分享，感恩十方诸佛供养。引用
https://whenadrive.lib.com/sit=93F6CB701059 and it equals 93F6CB701049 91,059% 21,105 https://www.facebook.com/notes/848trillion229billion699 it equals 100,347,071,135 and HC_location equals UFI.
三宝
The three treasures for new Tao receivers.
大人的一生中有许多值得庆贺的事情，但却有更多无价且必须要全力以赴来追求的东西。
There are many things in life worth celebrating. However, there are even more priceless things worth pursuing with all our efforts.
2500多年前，当释迦牟尼佛仍是王子时，亲眼目睹了人世间之生老病死。他告诉自己，一定要找到一条永恒之路。于是他放弃了王位及荣华富贵，四处去找寻名师及永久解脱的法门。后来燃灯古佛为他受记，最后他修成了正果，也留下了许多的经典，引导众生开悟正果。
About 2,500 years ago, when Sakyamuni Buddha was still a prince, he witnessed the four sufferings of life: birth, old age, sickness and death. He told himself, "I've got to find the way that leads to eternity." Thus, he gave up his throne and fortune in search for an enlightening master and a way to eternal liberation. Later, he was initiated by Daikamkara Buddha and eventually reached Buddhahood. Sakyamuni Buddha's teachings were collected by his disciples as sutras. The large collection of sutras has continued to guide sentient beings even till this day.
在一般人的思维里，极有价值、罕有又很不容易得到的东西，而且是人类所一直在追求的，我们才会称之为宝。今天您在上天的恩典及诸佛菩萨的祝福下求了道，得了三宝。这道就是当初佛陀及古往今来的修行者、宗教家倾毕生之力所追寻的永恒之路。过去因为天时未至，道是单传独授，得道者稀，修行者常有，踏破铁鞋无觅处之憾。如今上天慈悲大开普度，得道者众，求道者可说是得来全不费功夫。虽然得道容易，也是自己累世佛缘根基深厚，祖上有德所致。所以当您求完道时，大家都给您道喜。
Generally, we call a precious, valuable, and rare item which is highly sought after as a treasure. Today, because of the grace of heaven and the blessings from all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, You have received Tao and the three treasures. Tao is the way to eternity that Sakyamuni Buddha, countless cultivators, and religious people had been searching all their lives. Before 1930, Tao was transmitted on a one-to-one basis. An enlightening master could only transmit Tao to a one-qualified individual because the timing for universal Tao transmission was not ripe. The number of people receiving Tao were scarce due to the lack of opportunity to meet with an enlightening master and receive Tao. What a pity! Because of the grace of heaven, now is the time for universal Tao transmission, and therefore, many people had the opportunity to receive Tao. Although it may seem relatively easy to receive